The strength of the Nigerian economy is inextricably linked to the strength of the Nigerian education system. Now more than ever, the Nigerian economy needs a workforce that is skilled, adaptable, creative, and equipped for success in the global marketplace. Section 18 of the 1999 Constitution, as amended under Chapter 2, titled Fundamental Objectives and Directive Principles of State Policy, states that government shall direct its policy towards ensuring that there are equal and adequate education opportunities at all levels. However, the reality is that this has not happened. The effect is that Nigeria is still far from achieving quality basic education for all its children of school age, with one of the highest number of out-of-school children in the world, which a recent UNICEF report estimates at 13.2 million children. Nigeria has an estimated population of 199,796,851 million. Of this number, 81 million of these are young Nigerians of school-going age. In Kwara State, a first-generation state of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that was created in May 1967 with a school-age population of at least 600,000 persons, 250,000 of these children are out of school. In terms of facilities, there are only 2,490 classrooms in public schools to serve almost 300,000 pupils at the primary level. In many of these schools, what is evident today are dilapidated structures, inadequate classrooms, insufficient desks and chairs, almost a complete absence of instructional materials, and demoralized teachers waiting for an abridged salary that never comes on time.
So I can say we have only 3 classrooms we are using now, and we have GSS 1 to GSS 3 in this junior secondary school, and we have 2 arms like GSS 1A, GSS 1B, 2A, 2B. We put them together in one class. You know, when the class is being congested, there will be no a chance for a way for the teachers to move around to see the participation of these children.
When there is rain, erosion will flood the school to the extent that each teacher will stand by the door of each classroom to supervise these children in order not to come out.
Payment of salary is affecting us in every aspect. If you look at the numbers, a lot of numbers has been recorded. Death record of teachers who, due to the unpayment of a salary, once one cannot receive a salary for a month, you know what it means in his or her home. It will affect his or her home directly and indirectly.
In a world that is moving away from blackboard and chalk to whiteboards and felt pens, many Kwara schools do not have teaching boards of any kind. This situation is a testimony to how low education has fallen in Kwara State.
Our appeal to the government is to see to the help of the school so that our pupils will be able to live in the school comfortably, especially we are lack of furniture in this school.
There are many challenges that we are facing in the school. One of it is renovation of the classroom, flooring of the classroom. The furniture are not enough for us. We don't have enough furniture. Not only that, we need more toilets. We don't have toilet facility. The one we are having is pit toilets. And we want the government to please help us in renovating or rebuilding the borehole that we are giving. We want them to help us renovate it.
our school, they don't have fence. We want the government to help us. In my own class, there is no toilet, and the erosion, if the rain is falling, it will be disturbing us. We want them to help us to fence the school.
Kwara State, however, remains a member of the global community and is part of the Global Action Week on Education, which has the theme, My Education, My Right, this year. This theme can only be seen in the light of the growing youth population of the country and the need for proper and adequate preparation for the welfare and well-being of the young people of Nigeria.
What is happening in the country today calls for sober reflections. Education is supposed to be a right and not a privilege. And our chief executives should be told point blank that whatever they do in terms of education is part of their responsibilities. They should not score political points with that. We have seen chief executives, when they build classrooms or recruit teachers, they will count it as extraordinary achievement. It's supposed not to be. It's part of the functions of government.
In Kwara State, the situation in the public education sector is disturbing, and in some places, there are actually schools with zero teacher. Officially, there are 201,956 public primary schools pupils in Kwara State. In the public secondary schools, the Federal Ministry of Education estimates 89,240 students in its 2017 national reports. It is also estimated that 250,000 children are out of school in Kwara State, a very disturbing scenario with net negative effects on the short, medium and long-term collective life of the state.
We have quite a number of children on the street, hawking, selling, begging than the number we do have in the school. Perhaps it's a result of the purported increment in the school fees of the children, which have actually made the parents to find it very difficult to pay whatever linger amounts they can able to avoid for the school fees. For instance, we've come to realize that initially children were paying in public primary and junior secondary school were paying about 250 naira. But as a result of some factors, some decisions, which is actually unexplainable by the government, it has been increased to 1,600 naira in the name of revenue drive in order to help government to derive revenue. So the question right now is, how is it possible that we parents are meant to be overburdened with all manners of payment in the name of generating revenue for the government? And of course, these children are meant to enjoy free and fair education, because that has been part of the campaign cardinals that the present government put in place during the electionary campaign. Allowing a parent that have more than 2-3 children in the public school to pay about 1,000, 1,700 is quite outrageous, and of course it is straining them beyond limits in terms of the resources available for the family. Don't forget, there is quite the issue of feeding of the school children that has not been implemented in this state. All these are meant to ginger and make sure that the children are meant to be who they are. At least they can be useful to the society in the nearest future.
Ó wù wá káwọn máa wọ́ lọlé kan lọ sí skul gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ti sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, ṣùgbọ́n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ni pé àwọn ọmọ òun gan ní skul ẹ bá dé skul nísìnyí ẹ máa bá wọn ni tí wọ́n máa ṣeré, wọ́n máa gbá bọ́ọ̀lù, wọ́n máa tira wọn kí. Níjó ní ìgan ọmọ mi kan wọ́n gbé wálé wọn lọ dálápá, so lérí pé kí ni, so kọ́lọ́run dákun kó síjú àánú wò wá, kó ṣàánú wa. Àwọn ìjọba tí ń bọ̀ à ń bẹ lọ́run kọjá wọn jẹ́ kí wọ́n san 30 minimum wage tí wọ́n fẹ́ fún wa ni. Àní ìjọba tó ṣe kínní, kọ́lọ́run wá ṣàánú wa lérí ìjọba tí ń bọ̀. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké náà, àwọn bí wọ́n bá lọ skul, eré ni wọ́n máa ṣe, wọ́n máa léra wọn kí nínú kíláàsì. Àwọn tíṣà dà kò sí tíṣà gbà tí wọ́n rówó. So ìdínú yóò ṣe ó wù wá káwọn ọmọ wọ́n kàwé náà. Béèyàn bá kàwé láyé tá a wà yìí, ṣé ọjọ́ ni kò jọra wọn.
From one local government to another, the story of the education sector in Kwara State is a sad one, a complete neglect of a sector which holds the future of the country.
Coming here today with 2 people, in fact, to me, I'm weeping as I'm talking to you now, because I'm one of the pillars, the young people then, that meted here come here and see the condition. When we went to the library, I was weeping, but two people you don't even know. I was weeping beneath. So I don't know if the government can come to our head to assist us. We will very much appreciate it. You can see everything in this community was done before the school was granted that. The electricity was done by the community. The water bowl was done before it was taken over by the government. So, in short, I'm appealing to the state government to please come to Elenjari, to the head of Elenjari community.
The major problem we are facing, there is no security. So many difficult things. We are facing difficult problems like the thieves. They normally come to the school, burning the school compound when we close in the school because we do not have gates. Fence, there is no fence and there is no gate.
We need toilets, library, water supply, and we need more classes. We need desks and tables.
Our school did not have well secure. When some unknown people are fighting us, they will burn our staff room, stealing up. They will breaking some doors, windows, and also all the primary school people are usually disturbing us and at the lesson times, and the erosion is disturbing us in our class.
The almost 1/3 of the pupils in public primary schools receive their lessons in grossly unstable locations. In some places, there are no floors, while in others, there are no roofs. It is so bad that trees have now replaced classrooms in some communities. Instructional materials are not available at all in some places, while the competence level of teachers, in many cases, leaves much to be desired.
And some of the parents, they were discouraged also in sending their children to school. They said when they go to school, there is no any writing material for the children, there is no any sitting material. Some of these children are sitting on the ground. So those are the challenges we are facing also. And also we have water problem. You can see this project also. Since ever I came to this school, there is no water in this school. Our children, they are going to the nearby, there is one river at the back there. They will go there and fetch water. Sometimes ago, one of the students even fell into the river. We have to look for people to bring this boy out. You can see all these things. And the government will say we are not doing our duty. How do they expect us to do our duty when we are not being taken care of? So this thing is bringing setback to the education sector in Kwara State, even generally as a whole.
We have a lot of challenges in terms of building. One, the facility is not conducive enough for the pupils. We are just managing as what we've seen with your mere eyes. We have a lot of problems facing us, like classrooms. Not enough classrooms for the pupils. We are just managing the classes. If you can see this house, this place is primary 6. They are just sitting under the tree.
We want government to build more classroom for the pupils, so that for the learning and for teaching and learning to take place well, we need some materials like infrastructure, that is furniture, more furniture for the pupils. We need the government to rebuild more classroom, and the one that we have one dilapidated building that we want government to help us in that.
The average trainer-learner ratio per classroom is 46 officially. However, a random visit to any public school will serve as an eye-opener to the heavy congestions in the school system. 27 pupils per teacher, the figure favored by educationists all over the world, is still far ahead. It is absolutely essential that this situation is not allowed to fester, bearing in mind the responsibility of governments at all levels to comply with the provision of our Constitution and a rising obligation to ensure that the young people of Kwara State are provided with the required course of training, orientation, and instruction.
If you want quality education, we need quality teachers. How do we get quality teachers? If you go around our schools, virtually all our schools are empty. dilapidated classrooms, no furnitures, teachers are not in the classroom, government has not been recruiting teachers. The few teachers available have been overstretched, and we also have various issues bordering on teachers' welfare. Promotion, remuneration, all these things are issues that must be tackled. The working condition of the teacher is the learning condition of the student. If the child is to be taught adequately, the teacher must be remunerated.
In this our school, how they are treating our teacher, we don't even like it. They do not pay our teachers' salary.
The teachers need to be well motivated. We need to do away with the archaic life where teachers will go to the classroom without instructional materials, without learning the materials that will motivate the students, that will guide us, that will make the students to understand the subjects you are teaching them better.
Parents are major stakeholders in the education sector. Many are unhappy over the duplicity of the authorities on the matter of school fees and free education, given the heavy sums they have paid as Parent Teachers Association PTA dues.
We are a parent, we are the father, we are the guardians. The progress of our children lies on us. If you go around all the amenity, all the necessity things that can provide a sound education is not provided. So if the parents are so joined together and decide in order to assist themselves, they are not assisting the government. Either taking it from primary, you get to secondary, you get to tertiary. If all our children is passed out or graduated, are they going to call the son of government? They are going to call our son. And if actually they are our own son, and the future beneficiary is for us, we too, we need to take part. We need to contribute.
The state government is obliged to put in place a thorough relevant procedures and extant guidelines to ensure that the people, processes and technologies required to repair, stabilize and upgrade the basic school infrastructure and municipal facilities for the schools across the state. The journey has to begin with a new focus, commitment and direction.